All right, we are live. All right, so episode 3, Survivor Game Changers, just happened. Fake Idols blog. We are here. We're going to break down the episode, talk about what we saw, talk about what we think is next, and pretty much go from there. Let's start with the disclaimer. I personally did not watch the episode. I know that Caleb got voted out, but I unfortunately had other commitments and I missed the episode. So I'm going to leave it up to these three great people here, Colleen Bruder, Garrett Bruder, and Mike Brennicky, to fill me in on what the hell happened. So with that, go.
Well, let's see. They start off right away with what they thought was going to be a ward challenge, but switched into them splitting the tribes into three. So from two to three, like we assumed it was going to be when we talked last week.
As we saw in the previews, I hate that they do that. I really do.
Yep.
It happens every season from now on, I feel like, and we saw like in the previews that it was going to happen, and I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the three tribes. I like to see a whole bunch of people together. Like I don't like that they split them up in such small tribes and go from there.
Yeah, it kind of kills the voting. I don't like how the voting goes when there's only like 5-6 people.
Yeah, it makes the challenges more exciting though.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot closer and it's more neck and neck, and you never know what's going to happen more. But
so what did we get? Did we get a reward challenge to start off, or did we just go straight into the?
No. Well, when they switched tribes, they just went right into this is your new tribe, and they went back to their camps, and the new tribe had to start from scratch. They had rice, a pot, and I think a few items of fishing gear, and that was pretty much it. And they had to build their shelter and all that kind of stuff. So.
All right, so who took the best notes? Who was in that new tribe?
Let's see. Who was winning all the games, Mana or
Nuku?
Well, it's
Nuku?
tribe is Sarah's in it. Andrea. Crap.
Well, a lot of what happened was pretty much people from Mana. There was a good amount of people from Mana who got into Nuku, and there was like one Nuku left over. So they basically got the best end of the deal because they got to go to Nuku's tribe, which is the best overall. It had like all the stuff, or Mana's tribe, whatever it was, and they had like all the fishing gear and all the tools, and they had the chickens and everything, trained chickens.
Was Ty on that? Who was on? So okay, this is me talking, not no.
JT's team had the chickens because he was the one who was, I think, or no, Ty the chickens. I don't remember, honestly. It was either one of them because JT's the farmer, so he could easily train them if he wanted to. And Ty last season, they were like children.
I believe because JT and Ty, JT and Ty were together, so they could have easily both trained it. But the Green Tribe was the one that got off on their own. They are the ones that were dealing with the goats.
Right, which we're going to get to, I'm sure. Which I want to anyway.
I got the new tribes here. The new Nuku tribe is Aubrey, Jeff, Varner, JT, Malcolm, Michaela, and Sandra. And then,
so that was the new tribe?
He was asking about the new tribe, Garrett.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're all new tribes. They're all new tribes, but
Right.
Was that the green one, I guess?
No, that was the new Nuku, I think he said.
Nuku.
Yeah. Trying to, the other ones, let's see, coming up.
It's definitely Ozzy, Sarah, Andrea. They're the three I remember offhand for the new one. Can't remember the other ones, though. Three.
So they went right into. They didn't do a reward challenge tonight.
Nah, that was combined.
A challenge. They did the reward immunity.
Okay. And who won that?
Two tribes. One tribe goes to tribal council. Essentially, the tribe that went first got to pick the reward. One of the two rewards, and they also got tarp.
Okay.
So
what do they pick? What do they pick for a reward?
The two choices were either comfort for your body or comfort for your taste buds. One was like soy sauce and hot sauce, and then the other thing was like beds and pillows and stuff.
Yeah.
What do they pick?
I forget who won.
They picked Comfort, didn't they?
Yeah, the team that won.
I'd hope
Yeah.
so.
Comfort, and I forget who exactly what group that was. I believe that was Green. It might have been the Green Tribe, actually. Might have been the Green Tribe.
Well, I don't know. I won't argue.
Yeah, I'd hope they pick Comfort. I mean, that would be my pick personally if I was playing the game.
Yeah,
At this point, early on in the game, like I don't know if I would ever pick food over Comfort in this game. Like, I know for a fact I'd rather be
food. It was just like hot sauce and soy sauce, like just flavors. That's it.
What the heck kind of reward is that?
Spices and stuff. Yeah.
It's not even a reward.
Nah. Especially when you have all these people who can fish and hunt so well.
Exactly, and they're always seen like eating stuff too. Like, you know, we've obviously been watching for so long, and like, I feel like recently they've been eating a lot more too. Like, I see them eating apples all the time and stuff like that.
Well, I feel like this is like easy mode Survivor. Like, they don't even have to boil their water. They can just go get water, freely drink it, and now they're just like having pop-up fruit and coconuts everywhere. But
that was a question. I don't know if I talked to you guys about it too, but I might have talked about it with some other people. I noticed that too. Like, they have like water bottles. Like, do they not have to boil their water anymore? Like, is that like?
it sure doesn't look like it to me.
I think it depends on the location they're at, and like these past locations in Fiji area has been like more based on like who's playing, and more based on I think like the talking and the challenges, not necessarily the Survivor part. When then you have other seasons where it's like, all right, these people are struggling. Like, you know, go back a couple seasons to the guys to Caleb got medic evac. You know, it's like they actually struggled there, a little more difficult.
Yeah. But it's like weird. Like they actually have like water bottles now, and I'm interested to know like if they had to boil that water or not. But I guess they don't. So I guess maybe it comes pre-boiled. I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird. But
I support it though. I mean, that's not an integral part of the game though. Like that's not like a big deal. Like to me at least, like
Yeah.
it doesn't make or break the game. The fact that they're not like having to boil their water to survive, like that's whatever.
yeah.
I like the whole idea, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of gone. It's more based on the drama and the communicating and challenges and whatnot.
The
Exactly.
whole social aspect and challenges and yeah.
It's just become a complete social game. 100%.
Right. Oh, yeah.
100%. All right, so we did the challenge. What happened next? Like what went on next?
Well, we just totally skipped over stuff, but
What do we skip? I mean, I didn't see it, so
I was gonna say stuff about like JT luring his tribe out into the water where he went back because they forgot pliers to fix a spear or something, and then he went back to get pliers while he was looking for the idol, and he left his tribe mates out in the ocean because he was going to get pliers, and they were out there for God knows how long. He was trying to like look for the idol, and he's like, yeah, they probably know I'm looking for the idol, but I really don't care. I feel like I'm on the chopping block, so I need to go do it, and all this kind of stuff. So,
did he find it?
huh? He didn't find it.
Did
No,
he find the idol?
no, he
What
didn't
the
find
heck
it.
was he doing out there? No, I saw it in the previews. Yeah, I was interested to see. Like, I guess he like left him out in the ocean, and then he went back.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, oh, let's go scuba diving. So they all went out scuba diving. Malcolm's trying to like fish and do all that kind of stuff, and he said he bent a spear and he needed pliers. So JT's like, oh yeah, I'll go get some pliers, and then they're all just out there hanging out while he's trying to search for the idol. So
That's a bummer he didn't find it. I feel like that's a great clip that he found it like while like stranding them out in the ocean. Like I feel like that's Survivor
pretty
that he did.
Yeah, one of the guys did. I think it was Jeff or something like that. He complimented JT for that. He's like, "Hey, that's a great idea. It was a great play."
yeah,
He is the one on the outs because he's the odd man out in the new tribe.
Really?
All the other guys came from the original tribe that's in his tribe now.
And that's the only reason why. Like it's not because he's a winner or anything like that.
No, it was more like he was just on the outs. He didn't have relations yet.
exactly.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I can't wait to watch the episode. I think this is actually going good because like I you guys are making me want to watch the episode. So if
And-
anybody hasn't seen it yet, you should turn it
Talking
on.
about idol, Troy Zan found a clue to the idol. And
Someone
he
actually found a clue.
He found a clue. He was out looking for the idol and found a clue. And then he discovered that it was during one of the challenges, the immunity challenge. And I don't know if this was on purpose or not, but where the idol was underneath one of the, you didn't see the immunity challenge, right?
I didn't see anything.
Okay.
I saw Caleb getting voted out. Like that's why I turned it on. It was
okay.
I turned the episode on like at the exact moment where Jeff goes and the third person voted out of Survivor.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bummer.
Well, he was like coincidentally at the spot where the idol was. I guess I don't know if that was planned or not. Maybe it was. I don't know. We didn't really see any of that, but it was. He had to get it like afterwards because like everybody. It was on the opposite side. It was like a puzzle type of thing, and he was on the one side, and it said it was on the rear corner of it. So he goes and like at the end because I think they won seconds.
Yes.
So they were out there, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And he's like bent over and like quick grabbed it, and everybody else was on the other side. So he was real subtle about it.
And that was who was that?
Troyzan.
Troyzan.
Yeah.
I have him go. I have him making it far in my power rankings. I don't know if y'all have been reading them. I made them real fast today, but
I did. I saw them.
Yeah, I did real fast, and everybody's invited to do them with me next week if I get more time and structure in it. I like how you did the up and down because I really needed that today. But last year, what you did last year, that was yeah. Cool. I have ideas. But yeah, Troyzan, he I feel like he's playing the game. Like I think he's gonna be a quiet, strong player. I think he can make it to the end if he really doesn't mess up, I guess.
He just needs to tone down his like competitiveness because last time he was gunning for Kim, and Kim was the huge like physical threat, and she was the one who was pretty much running the show, and she ended up winning. So it was just kind of like you're gunning for the wrong person, and you're way too competitive with this. Calm down, and he was voted out. So if he tones that down, I think he'll do really well because you have him look like third in your power rankings.
Yeah, I feel like he could be one of those strong players that no one really expects to win, right? Like no one really says like going into the season, like having watched so many seasons, like Troyzan's going to win the season. So I feel like he'll make it far, but
right
at the end, I don't know.
I don't think Troyzan's going to get too far. Maybe get in the middle there. Maybe make jury. I don't know though.
But also, like my idea with that is like that we're going to see. My whole idea is like we're going to see a lot of big players get voted off early. And Troyzan's not necessarily a big player, so I feel like that's the reason in my head. The way I'm like running out this season is that's the reason he's going to make it that far.
Right.
So, what?
So another thing we didn't talk about, which was before the challenge, was the new tribe talking about they captured 2 goats.
Goats.
And
Goats.
JT
What happened?
and
Goats?
Malcolm chased down his goat. And it was like it was all like all right, it's cool and all, but once you get the goat, you're gonna have a difficult time like wanting to kill these things. And sure enough, that's kind of like it hit them hard. Like it was a mother goat and a baby goat. And they're like, all right, the mother goat pretty much stopped running. The reason they caught the mother goat is because the baby goat was caught, so she kind of was like hesitant to run away. So then they kind of all had a vote, and it's unbelievable seeing Sandra just pretty much be the queen. It's like she can say whatever the hell she wants, doesn't have to worry about it because everyone's like, oh. I don't want to piss her off, pretty much is how they all were the whole time. It's like the majority against this one person, yet they all just too scared to make her mad because she's the one who has no problem killing these goats off and eating them while everyone else has a heart. And they're like, I really don't think it's worth it. We're okay. We're not like falling apart here. So sure enough, she like, all right, we'll have a chicken instead kind of thing. It's like, it's just insane how Sandra's pretty much just, doesn't matter what tribe she's in or what group she's with, she's running the show.
She's a good manipulator.
She's pretty. She's here to play, man. Like I in my power rankings, I know I go back to that again, but like I moved her up because I was like, you know what? Like she's an easy target, but she knows how to play this game, man.
Yeah, I mean she's won twice, so she clearly knows what she's doing. It's that little stuff that nobody sees until now, where it's like, wow, she's got her moves planned out, and these are her pawns, and she's moving her pawns exactly how she wants them. I mean, she showed that right off the bat this season. So.
I agree. It's pretty crazy how fast she's going. So, what? Let's move along here. What happened next? Did we get to the challenge yet, or have we got to that point yet?
Well, we didn't really go into detail of the challenge. We just talked about the one idol was hidden at the challenge.
So what was the challenge? What did they do? Like what kind of
challenge
what
was
kind of challenge
a multi-part challenge. Brought back from I forget what season it was.
I think it was Blood versus Water.
Yeah, I think so too. Basically, the first group of tribes was just 3 people who were tied together. They had to climb through a stick maze, which is a bunch of sticks in like a big bin. You could either go through it or above it. Clearly, the best way was up and over. One tribe tried to go through and they struggled. The other 2 flew through it by going up and over. And then the next part was you had to untie a bucket, put water in it, and you had to go over like this netted seesaw and fill up another bucket that would cause the gate to fall. And pretty much took 2 full buckets. No one really struggled spilling water. Really hard. No one really spilled much water. So it wasn't that difficult for that kind of set separation. When they originally did this challenge, people struggled filling up a bucket. I think it also took a lot more to do because I think if I remember right, the old way they did it was you carried that bucket across, like not just a net, but also a couple like other types of obstacles. And it was just this net, and that was it. It was pretty simple. So once they got the gate down, they had to do a puzzle, which was just a slab puzzle, just pieces that went straight across the board. And that's where that table was where the hidden immunity was in the back. So that came down to another group who would do that part of the puzzle. Then after those 3 did the first part.
Who won?
It was blue, then green, then what was it? Nuku, the new tribe, and then Mana?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, the new
think that's
tribes
what it
came
was.
second. One of the
Yeah, I can't
other
remember.
tribes came
They have a
first.
weird name. What's their name? Truey?
I don't even know.
Truva or something? I don't know what their name is, but something weird.
So then that was the reward, was the picking between the comfort and stuff. The team that came in first got immunity. The team that came second got immunity. Third team had to go. They got nothing. Which was the tribe that Malcolm was on with Ty, or not Malcolm, excuse me. Got voted off. Caleb.
Yeah.
And Ty was on there, which was the big question was if Ty's going to stick with Caleb or not. Because pretty much the vote came down to between Caleb and the one girl. What's her name? Hallie Ford, yeah. And she actually she impressed me with her like rebuttals to what Caleb said, because Caleb was saying, "Well, I'm gonna help you with challenges and this and that." She's kind of going on. Then she said, "Well, you're just saying that you're also a dangerous threat," and that was a pretty good point she made out.
She's a law student, so she knows how to talk well. So they got to think about that too moving forward for her. Like if she gets anywhere close to like jury potential or like final 3, she can easily talk her way to like winning potentially. So she proved that she was dangerous just by like her talking and her social ability there.
You think she's gonna go farther? Like I don't know. I have her going out early.
I mean, not merge, but if she like gets far, I think she can kind of talk her way to maybe persuading some people. I mean, I don't know. Attorneys are, say what you want about attorneys, but they know how to talk.
Right.
So.
Right. So let's get down to the vote. What went on before the vote there? How did we get to the point where Caleb was voted out? That's pretty interesting to me. I did not see that coming. I personally thought that Brad was going to be voted out. In the line, like I saw he was at Tribal Council. I'm like, oh, cool, man! I picked 3 in a row. But, so what happened? Why the heck did that
Garrett,
happen?
do you have any input here? You're being super quiet.
You guys are doing all the talking, so I'd basically just sit here and
Garrett's mad that Brad Keselowski messed up at the race last weekend. Or something went wrong.
Don't even start with that, Kevin.
What's that fun about?
Sorry, I always have to bring NASCAR into the thing.
What was that fist fight about?
something.
The fist
Oh my
fight.
gosh.
Oh, you want to talk about NASCAR right now? We'll talk about NASCAR.
Like, no, don't do it's a Survivor, man. We can't just switch
The
topics.
episode was alright. It
We're gonna
was
lose
boring
the
overall, I thought. Wasn't too intense. I mean, only
Some
Kyle just
guy
wanna
wrecked the
fight.
other guy.
Kyle Busch won the
subtly.
fight. We'll end it right there. We'll end it right there.
I hate having one challenge.
Yeah.
It kills
Did
the
it hit?
episode, I
Did it
think.
hit? Yes, it did hit. No fake news here. No fake news. Kyle Busch laid one on Joey Logano, right, Garrett?
Pretty
He
sure they
did.
can connect.
He did.
Oh yeah.
He connected.
But then
Wow.
Logano's pit crew had to stand in for him and
Yeah. We could talk all night about that. We could talk all night, but I'm not going to get into that, I guess, for the
what were you saying?
complexity here.
Oh, how did the vote go?
It was pretty anonymous. What's the word?
I think it was
why?
unanimous. Except
Unanimous. Yeah, that's the word.
Why?
well, like,
why Caleb?
Brad approached Ty and was like, I forget exactly what he said, but you got to think about yourself. You can't think about like your little duo you have with Caleb. Like, yeah, he's good right now. He can win his challenges, but you got to think forward and you got to think about yourself and what's better for yourself. And I think that's what ultimately like turned Ty to like not essentially vote for Caleb, but it was kind of like back and forth between Haley and Caleb, and then it was kind of big back and forth, but
I think Caleb should have pushed his. This is when I was evac last time. He should have kind of played a little bit.
Exactly.
I think, everyone does it. Even the winner of last season's, he used his mom as a big push to help him get votes. Adam, yeah. So it was like I think he should have brought that up too. I think that definitely would have like appealed to Ty, because Ty's a very emotional guy. It would have really caught him for the most part.
I don't think that would have made a difference.
Might have saved him too much, but I think
They
he
had
should
their
have
mind
played
made
some
up before.
That's interesting. That's like, as of not like watching the episode, the fact that Ty didn't go with Caleb like is so intriguing to me, because I feel
more. I
like
was surprised.
like just like by me not knowing like the how the tribe works or anything like that, like I feel like if Brad told Ty something compared to what Caleb told Ty something, like I feel like he'd go with Caleb or Haley or anybody but Brad. You know what I mean? Like just based on like who he is as a person.
Yep.
And
right. Well,
that's me like kind of judging who Ty gets along with, I guess maybe, but I just don't see Ty getting along with Brad over Caleb from what we saw last season or 2 seasons ago, whatever it was.
right.
They
Caleb really. Oh, go ahead.
They even showed a clip like right after the vote off, when everyone was walking out, that they did a little interview with Ty, and he brought up the point that this is Game Changers. He's gonna have to play like it's Game Changers. He's not going to be able to revert back to old alliances, and I think that was the deciding factor in him going with this new alliance and proving to them that, I'm with you guys. You can trust me. You can count on me. I'm not going to vote against you and flip on you guys. And I think that could help him move a lot further, as long as they.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure a game changer move, 100%. Like, as far as what the season goes for and what the title is of the season, like that right there is a game changer move. The fact that we would have thought that Ty would be with Caleb till the end, it essentially, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Just because of what he was with him the last season.
I don't know if it's the smartest move to play right now. Because if you look at the challenge side of it, Caleb's a huge, strong guy. And then you're basically throwing either him or Haley in against each other, and you look at, well, which one's, the liability? And of course it's Haley, a small, young girl. I don't know. It's going to be tough for them to win the next challenge or two. If they lose the next 2, we could ultimately see this back down to, a 2-tribe game again. Unless, say, they get a puzzle challenge or something that doesn't have a very big physical side to it, that I think they're going to struggle.
Right, but and like this is I agree with you 100%, and this is forward thinking a whole lot farther down the game. But this is a move that Ty could use in final immunity or to the jury. Be like, hey, I voted out Caleb. Like, I'm here to make game changer moves. Like, what's up?
Like that was one reason why he made that vote was he said he was thinking. In the end, he wasn't thinking, the next challenge, and that was another reason.
And that move won't hurt him in the end either, because it's like not like Caleb's going to be on the jury anyway now. But and he could say, like that's one of the best moves. Like just here, I didn't even watch it. And that's one of the best moves that I've ever like heard about. Like I would never have guessed that Ty would have had a hand and voted out Caleb.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Just
cool.
wait till next week. Next week looks even better.
Yeah, previews look awesome.
What do we got? What do we got? What's going on?
Well, you didn't see the previews either since you turned it on last second?
I was checking on the food upstairs. We were cooking some food here.
Okay. Got you.
Basically, they're going to get right into it right again. I mean, right off the bat, it's going to be another Game Changers classic Jeff Probst move. Nothing's going to stay the same.
Do you want us to tell you, Kevin?
Let's do it. What we got? What do we got?
Pretty much like the 2 tribes who lose immunity challenge, they're going to go to tribal council. So, like, they're each voting one person off.
Ooh, so we got 2 immunities next week.
So what I would suggest for the league,
two,
anyone
like,
that's
two
watching the
tribals,
video
yeah.
for the league, you should make 2 votes, 2 weeks of votes.
2 weeks of votes.
It doesn't hurt
Yeah.
to ever do that. Like, for honestly, like you should probably always just do the week after just in case.
Because you can change it.
Yeah, you can always change it.
For anybody that's
Exactly.
tuning in that's not in our fantasy league, and if you want to join in our fantasy league, you should definitely do it next year, but not this year because we're already killing it and I'm already winning. Well, maybe not anymore. I don't know. Probably not.
But if I may interject something, just a thing that I would like to see with that. I know years past when they would have 3 tribes or whatever, and one tribe would win. Way back when, I can't remember what season it was, but they let the other tribe or the other tribes like sit in on their tribal councils. Like that would be
Yeah.
super cool to bring back again. Just like add a little extra twist into it and like see how their dynamics of tribes are and stuff. But it's a game-changing season. Might as well do something like that too. I thought it'd be cool. I liked that when they did that the last time.
If we're talking reality TV, this might be a little bit off topic, but so I don't know if anybody watched The Bachelor. So I ran a fantasy
I used
Bachelor
to.
league too. Yeah, so I ran a league this season, and that was the hardest reality TV show I've ever run a fantasy league to, just because they change it up so much. Like they don't. I want to say vote out, but they don't give a rose to somebody one episode. It's a to be continued league. It's like this and that and this and that. That is the hardest league ever to run a fantasy league, and I feel like that's a theme with the reality TV shows. We think we know what they're gonna do, and we think we know what each episode is gonna hold, but the editing has gotten so good that they can make an episode whatever they want to do and kind of surprise people, which is cool. And like you can look up on websites and you can figure out who's gonna win, and you can cheat and however you want to do it, but it doesn't work that well anymore, is what I'm finding out. Like Fantasy Bachelor, like I thought I was cheating the whole way, but then again, like I didn't get it the whole time, just because of editing. So it's an interesting life of an editor of a reality TV show. I think they got the best jobs in the world, and I think Survivor does the best, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
because you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, Jeff Probst looks pretty surprised on the previews.
Like going into the
Oh,
season,
yeah.
Like something crazy happens. Can
that's
Yeah, he's
interesting.
sitting in tribal and he's just like,
you imagine they take 2 tribes and put them together and do one tribal vote? Just out of nowhere, like they surprise them. They both went to tribal council and they all have to get the vote. Meaning that you
At
only
this
got
point,
you
That's
know
what
how
I
cool
was
that would be?
thinking,
Well,
like, that would happen
you
too.
only get to talk to half the tribe essentially. It's like 2 tribes together doing a vote off, but you're only talking to half the group. That'd be pretty interesting.
at this point, I wouldn't be that surprised. I'm pumped for any changes that come to the game. I think they're all good. I don't have any problem with it.
yeah.
So we get down to Caleb. Let's talk about the vote off a little bit, and then I think we'll call it a night. I don't know how long we'll be going for, but
Oh, for a while actually, surprisingly. Sorry, Tim.
yeah. So
Yeah,
what do you
what
guys
else?
think? Like what happened? Like Caleb got voted out. Like what's that mean? What going forward? Who's Who's next on the chopping block? I guess you could say on that tribe.
Sandra's. I think once she goes to travel, I think they have to get rid of her. I think they may go to her case.
But will they though?
Oh, I think they will. They have to. Come on, these aren't.
Well, we thought that you had to get rid of her last time.
They got Tony's just as dangerous though, so it was either or.
But for that alliance that Caleb or that tribe that Caleb was in, I mean, Haley didn't get life now, but I mean she's still kind of on the bottom. They all still kind of got a thing, but because Debbie and Ty can kind of team up, so to speak, even though they weren't as close, but they were on Co-Wrong together. I mean, that one's kind of a toss-up, but I mean, Haley and Caleb were both on the bottom, so just makes sense for her to still kind of be on there, but who knows? They could get Brad out, so.
I don't know, it could be a bromance going on there between Brad and Ty.
Switch to Brad instead of Caleb.
You got pretty cozy there.
Mate, did they really?
Well, I mean, I guess that's one way you could look at it, but you could also say that Brad had said that he wanted Ty to make the decision.
Hi, Dad.
Dad.
Hello. Brad said that he wanted Ty to make the decision. I guess so. You know, it was on Ty's hands if he wanted to vote Caleb off or not. So
right.
Maybe he could be kind of pushing it off on Ty to make Ty look like the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess there's two ways to look at it, but I think on that tribe, the easy vote off is Haley next. I mean, she's the odd person out, and
It all depends on
we
who
think
goes.
as far as challenges go.
Yeah, it all depends on who goes to tribal council too.
How long do you think we're gonna
Right.
do 3 tribes here? How long are we gonna go 3 tribes? Are we gonna go a couple more episodes, or what are we gonna do?
It all depends on
Surprises
who.
is 4.
I mean, if Manu keeps losing, I mean, it's going to kind of force their hand because they can't have Manu participating with, 3 members, and then the other 2 tribes have 3 or 4 members that are just sitting out.
Right.
That's not going to work too well. I think if they lose, I don't know. With it being game changers, Jeff could come out after next week. Say Manu loses a second time in a row. Jeff could come out the following week and say, you know what? We're changing it up again and going back to 2. So I think if the max would be 2. If they lose 2 more, then it's definitely something's going to happen. I mean, it might even be 1 more.
Interesting. It's interesting stuff, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen next. That next episode seems pretty interesting. Going forward, we'll see what happens with that.
Sounds like it's going to be a lot to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to make the live broadcast.
That's just
Kevin, what the heck? This is your thing, man.
I know, but I trust in you guys. Maybe we'll keep it rolling if you guys are down to run it. That way we can do it week to week. I have I have my other interest, what do you call it? Addiction. I don't know what you want to call it. I have to go to a concert.
I was going to say, you got many of those.
Yeah.
Concert or NASCAR?
Concert. I have to go to a concert in Philadelphia, and I don't know if I'll be able to able to go live after the concert.
You guys catch
Especially
that?
because the concert won't end till now.
I just want to make sure you guys caught that. He said he had to go.
I have
True.
to. I bought the
He did.
tickets. I have to go.
Forced to go.
I have to. It's my favorite band, Thunder Oath. That's the Blink-182 poster.
First
That's
step is
it.
admitting you have a problem, Kevin. Just don't
I
forget
feel
that.
like your hands
Oh, here it is.
like per month. I mean, a couple months ago it was Taking Back Sunday.
Take It Back Sunday. Their poster over here, right there.
Oh my gosh, how many do you have, man?
I got a lot. I have like a 10-year-old kid bedroom in my bedroom here.
Where's Carl? Didn't you have Carl last week?
Carl's in the living room over here. I'm in my bedroom tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, we got some friends over, so I didn't want to go in there. But if I do not watch the episode, we can either film an episode afterwards, and you guys can do it yourself, or I will watch it in the morning, and we can film it on Thursday. We'll figure that out at a later time. But I think, do you guys think got anything else to talk about?
Nope, I'm good.
No, pretty good.
I think we're
He's
good.
like, fuck it. He's like, I want to go to bed.
Just kidding.
He's like, I want to go to bed. I know it. I lived at 121 with you. I know when you want to go to bed. And Garrett too.
Garrett is probably very tired.
Yeah,
Right,
Garrett.
that's
Garrett,
my
it's way past your bedtime, dude. 10:06. Woo!
Let's open it for at least a couple hours.
Yeah, you're in trouble, man. All right, so we're gonna end it here. We'll talk. We're gonna try to do some blog posts more this week. I'm gonna try to get some more on there. If y'all want to post something, go ahead. We'll see what we got going on. We'll see what goes on next week. Maybe we'll do a little preview episode. I don't know. I'll go live whenever. I got nothing else to do
Cool.
other than today because it was Stella Day. So, all right. Well, I'll talk to you guys next week. And if I'm not here, I trust in you guys to run it. And if we don't run it, then we'll run it on Thursday.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, Kevin.
All right, good talk, everybody. Thanks for filming on the episode. I actually feel like I know exactly what went on, so this kind of works, right?
Awesome. Good. We did a good
All
job
right.
then.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
See ya.
All right.
See you.
See you, Kevin.
Yeah.